Namandavts, 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 namandavts.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Tegan, and I would like to thank you for attending this morning's Dharma family service. We will begin the service with a moment of quiet sitting. Reverend Kuwahara will strike the bell, and we will sit for 1 to 2 minutes to quiet our minds and prepare to hear the Dharma. Then he will strike the bell again, and we will continue with the service.
Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandavts, 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 Namandavts. Namandavts, Namandavts.
Reverend Kuwahara will now chant the Jusei-ge, which is on page 93 of the Purple Service Book.
足小膜道通達全宗門高僧上満足いよろじぽ日月主樹期天候音符言一種解放像公正功徳法上大集中説法四子空供養一切仏具足修徳本元年信条満得意三害を女仏無下知通達未不詳願学営利投資最小損志願や国家大戦の感動国書天人東内妙見ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ願にしくどく平等聖祭道本菩提心往生安楽ナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダー
Please rise if you are able to follow along the Gatha, All Things Come and Go, which is on the handout. Please remain standing for the reading of the Golden Chain 2.
So this song was written by Emiko, a member of our Sangha here. Happiness is the goal. One more verse? Yeah. 4 verses, huh? Let's do the last one.
I will now recite the Golden Chain 2 on page 15 of the service book. Please feel free to follow along. The Golden Chain 2. I am a link in the Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in the Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. 南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。南無阿弥陀仏。We will now have a children's Dharma talk message by Reverend Kuwahara.
Okay, good morning, everyone. ありがとうございます。Thank you very much for attending today's service. So, I think this is the third Sunday service since we started the new, Dharma school year. Yeah, and then last year too. Maybe at the beginning of the school year, I think it's nice to go over some basics of Jodo Shinshu thing. For example, ね、お焼香 or incense offering. So, you have two things, maybe in front of you on the pew, the small pocket. So this blue laminated, sheet is a good summary of some basics of Jodo Shinshu rituals, items, things. And then here, this is the front side, and you can see burning of incense or incense offering. So, shoko is a Japanese word, and then sho means burning, and then ko is an incense. So the shoko literal English translation would be burning of incense or incense burning, or as you read this part. So this is, as you can see, there are many different meanings, and it's up to you which meaning you will see or take when you do incense offering burning. But I like to say incense offering. So we gather here to listen to the Dharma. We gather here to receive the guidance of a Buddha. So in that sense, we receive a lot of things from the Dharma, from the Buddha. So that's why in return, we show our gratitude. We show our respect to Buddha, right? So that's why we offer things to Buddha. So first thing is a candle. So by putting a candle, we offer light to Buddha. And then we offer flowers. This is we offering like a beauty of flowers. And then more importantly, you can see the rice, white rice at the top. We also offer rice, food. from India, and then Buddhism spread to Asian countries. So that's why traditionally we use rice, because rice is very important food for many Asian people. So that's why we use rice. But now Buddhism is spreading to the Western countries. Maybe rice is not the main food for Westerners. So someday we could put like a cupcake or maybe bread or something, or muffin. Shape-wise, maybe muffin would be a good shape. I don't know. Everything is impermanent. So anyway, and then this burning of incense, also incense offering, is we offer incense, nice fragrance to Buddha. So all those offerings based upon our respect to Buddha. In other words, to show our respect, we should receive something, gift Buddha first. I know it's kind of awkward to respect without knowing anything about that person or the thing, right? So that's why to deeply listen to the Dharma is important, so that we can have a respect to the Dharma or Buddha. So, incense offering, according to this blue sheet, as a symbolic act of purification. Over 2,000 years ago in India, not so many people, didn't take a bathing or a shower that many times, and then people sweat a lot. It's nice to have a purification, even at least, smell or fragrance. This is one idea of act of purification. And then second line, prepares one to listen to the Buddha's teaching. Maybe this fragrance of incense kind of calm down our mind. So we have online service, right? And then we can attend the service virtually. But sometimes I think we miss something. Sitting in front of the computer, screen or TV, and then we can attend the service on YouTube. But one big thing is maybe sense fragrance of incense at home. Now, of course, it's nice you burn incense at home during the watching a YouTube service at home. But I think this is one of the things, when we, attend the online service. And then just as the fragrance of the incense gives the room, one's scent of disguises all others. Oshoko expresses one's desire to enter the realm of purity or equality. And then also another teaching lesson from incense offering, burning, is kind of impermanence too. A small powder of incense, once it's burned, it becomes into ashes. So it also tells us the transformation, change, or impermanence as we offer incense. So anyway, and then how to do incense offering. So this is a good illustration that you can find. And then at the top, you can see Jodo Shinshu Honganji Ha denomination. So speaking of Buddhism, there are many different schools. And then unfortunately, each school has a different style of incense offering. So that's why here we say, so this is the way, style of incense offering, our tradition, Jodo Shinshu Honganji Ha school. So, for your convenience, let me change the angle of the incense burner. So, number one, you stand a step away from an incense burner and then bow, and maybe this distance, and then slight bow. And then in strictly speaking, this is a 15 degree bow. Not the 30, 45, and 90. But I know it's nice to have a deeper bow to show your deep respect. But in terms of our ritual, it says 15 degrees. So like clock between 12 and then 1, that is a 15 degrees. And then slight bow 15 degree. And then number 2, take a very small, なるほどね、ごめんなさい. And then I think we need a 1.5 to move forward, close to the incense burner. And then you start from left foot. This is a kind of more universal behavior or rules when, for many Buddhists, when we move forward from left foot and then move backward from right foot. So moving forward to approach the incense burner from left step and then stop. And then I think now, then I think maybe zero, yeah, and then we bow. And then number 2, take a very small patch of incense. So this is an incense powder. And then you pinch a little. Then put here. And then usually we put the charcoal, a small charcoal. And then here do not raise the incense to your for your forehead, because some mainly Japanese Buddhist tradition, some tradition they raise the incense powder to your forehead. This is also a kind of gesture to show your respect to even the incense powder. But our school don't do that. And then number 3, sprinkle the incense onto the burner, just one time. And then some schools 2 times, 3 times. But our school 1 time is okay, because powder incense is expensive. Then number 4, after I put the powder in the burner, and then you put your hands together. In Japanese we call gasho, and then bow. And then when you do bow, make a vow, you say Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, reciting Buddha's name. And then number 6, bow once again and then withdraw. And then now you go backward from right foot. And then maybe stop. And then small bow again. And then this is incense offering. After my Dharma message, Dharma school student, you have a chance to do an incense offering. And then after adult Dharma message, or other people have a chance to do incense offering. But don't worry, if you make a mistakes, Buddha never complains against you, so don't worry. Okay, so this is my short Dharma message for today. So can you put your hands together in gasho? Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Thank you. はい、ありがとうございます。
Thank you, Reverend Kuwahara, for your wonderful Dharma message for the students. Please rise if you are able to follow along with the Gatha. I am a link in the golden chain, oh my gosh, which is on the handout.
You'll have to sing this one. I don't have it. 3, 4.
Now we would like to welcome the following guests. Oh, please be seated. Sorry. Okay. And also, if you're a guest, you can stand up and we can recognize you. Elena Lee. Ben Klinger. Reynaldi, I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name, I'm sorry. Taicho B. Antione? Antoine. I'm sorry. Welcome. Okay, we will now have the birthday lottery for September. Okay, our September birthdays are Miki A, Karen S, and Lena Y. So I think I'll pick who wins our lottery. Congratulations to Karen S. Yay. You've won a gift card as a birthday gift from the temple. The temple office will contact you and send you the gift card. If anyone here has a September birthday, please take a little gift from the gift basket in the social hall after temple. And then we can sing a birthday song. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear September birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Also, welcome Joanne. Yay. We will now read the announcements that have been submitted. Dharma School Bake Sale to support the Maui Relief. Today, after service, our Dharma School is hosting a bake sale to help Maui Relief. Please stop by and support them if you can. Oops. The BBT Dharmanar, a monthly online study session, Thursday, September 28th at 6:30 p.m. Topic is Nirvana Sutra. Sign up link is in our website. The online meditation and discussion is Wednesday, October 4th at 7 p.m. Please, the sign-up link is on our website. Jodo Shinshu Center parking lot will be available next Sunday, October 1st. The gate will be open at 9 a.m. and close at 9:30 a.m. sharp. Please arrive during this hour to take advantage of the JSC parking lot for Sunday service. Now the students will be dismissed to their classes. Would Dharma School students please go to the front Oshoko and go to the classroom? All students are invited all others are invited to remain for the adult Dharma talk. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending Berkeley Buddhist Temple Sunday service. This is the last one for September. We are now talking about Halloween already. So time flies. So before I start my Dharma message for today, please let me read this passage. And then also after this, I will also read a quote from the passage, from the writing by Venerable Shinla. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. How to listen to a Dharma message. Listen as if I'm listening for the first time. Listen as if the message is for myself alone. Listen as if this is the last chance to listen to the Dharma. In Japanese, この度のこのご縁は初事と思うべし。この度のこのご縁は我一人のためと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は根性最後と思うべし。ナマンダブツ、ナマンダブツ、ナマンダブツ。あ、そうか。ごめんなさい。And then I have a ごさん大があるんでね。はい。Okay, so and then this is a quote for my Dharma message today. So please also read this. And then so if you can, one more time, put your hands together in Gassho. The Buddha's regard for each sentient beings with eyes of compassion is equal, as though each one were the Buddha's only child. Hence I take refuge in and worship the unsurpassed mother of great compassion. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Naman Dabutsu, Naman Dabutsu, Naman Dabutsu. Naman Dabutsu. So again, thank you for attending today's service. How are you? Everybody's, you're good, super. So, last Friday, we had a big event at this temple. We had a college welcome dinner. And then we had about 60 students came here. So I think it was a really good turnout. So for those who came and enjoyed the food, thank you for coming. ありがとうございました。And then I also thank all the committee members and then volunteers and who worked so hard to coordinate this event and then to feed so many young, hungry folks. ありがとうございました。Because, when I received the information, the number of registrants from Tara, I was kind of surprised. The number is over 70, 74, 79? Yeah. So then I came to the, here, and I was just worried about, do we have enough food? So we need to feed college kids and over 70 students. So do we have, enough food? But I think we, BBT, especially Chef Alan, we did a great job because, I think, those college students, they left the temple with a smile and then leftover containers. So they got a food to go too. I'm sorry I was not able to join the preparation. They started the preparation from the morning. Some people came, temple early morning. Yuki-san, Caroline, and Willie, thank you very much. So, last Friday was my oldest son, Takato's, moving day to UC Santa Cruz. Banana slug. This is very unique, right? So how come they picked a banana slug as a school mascot? This shows the kind of uniqueness of UC Santa Cruz. And then last week was my son Takato's last Sunday at this temple. As a son of priest minister, past 18 years, he almost every Sunday attended the Sunday service. And then finally he was kind of released. There is no temple in Santa Cruz. I think the closest one would be Watsonville, or maybe San Jose would be the closest Jodo Shinshu temple. I don't know if he's watching the YouTube service now, but I know Sunday morning is tough for college students. he said he had a really nice, farewell from all BBT wonderful members. ありがとうございました. Thank you very much. So last Friday, Friday morning, we, loaded his stuff into a car. They are carrying Eito is carrying a fridge, small refrigerator. So it took less than 2 hours to get there from Berkeley to Santa Cruz. And then due to the limited parking space at the campus, each student had only 15 minutes to unload, park a car. Yeah, it's very short time. Yeah. And then, so this is his new castle, his new room. And he has 2 roommates. And luckily, one of the roommates is his best friend since middle school. But I don't know, being with, for 24/7, getting stressful, maybe someday, kind of fight or stressed out. But it's kind of, normal. Yeah. And then my another concern is his sleep talk. He talks a lot while he's sleeping. So I hope his sleep talks won't bother other roommates. So 1 week or 10 days before the move-in, during a dinner one day, my wife Hitomi, she shared with me one post on Instagram. I was quite impressed because it really described how my feeling that time. Here it is. It says, "Attention freshmen who are moving in tomorrow. A little request. When your mom wants to unpack all your clothes and make your bed, let her. When your dad wants to introduce himself to all the people on your floor, let him. When they want to take pictures of every move you take this weekend, let them. If they embarrass you or act crazy, let them. As you start a new chapter of your life, they are also starting a new chapter of theirs. And believe it or not, this is probably more difficult for them than it is for you. So let them treat you like their baby one last time." So this last part is so touchy. I kind of almost cried. Yeah. So to prepare today's Dharma message, Hitomi-san, my wife, introduced this post on Instagram, but I checked this passage on the internet. And it is said at the one website, this passage was originally posted onto UC San Diego's Facebook in 2012, over 10 years ago. I didn't introduce myself to all the people on the floor because I needed to move my car, from the parking. I only had 15 minutes, right? And then, Takato's room is 4th floor, and then no elevator. So, anyway, I didn't have a time, so no chance to introduce myself to other people. But this passage describes how I felt about his moving out from my house. Since his birth, we have lived together for 18 years. Now we started living separately. And then not only Takato, who has just started a college life, Hitomi, my wife, and then myself have also started a new chapter of life. This is our transition. 30 years ago, when I started a college life, in the same way, I left home and I started a life away from my parents. My parents helped me to move into an apartment. Right after my parents left, being just by myself at the apartment room I thought, yes, now I'm free. Right? And I was so excited with a new life away from my parents. I didn't think of how my parents felt at all. So last Friday, I just, saw off my son Takato as a parent. Then I realized how terrible, how narrow-minded I was without thinking of my parents and how they felt when I moved in. I started my college life. Because they also started a new chapter of their lives, live separated from me. So as a son of, my parents, and then as a father of Takato, I learned something important from this passage. My parents are living in Japan, and then I'm, here in Berkeley. And then Takato is now in Santa Cruz. Although we live, away each other physically, distance-wise, we are still connected, emotionally and psychologically. Or because of the distance, or since I no longer see Takato every day, in my mind or internally, spiritually, I may think of him more than before. So today, I selected this passage from Venerable Shinran's writing. Venerable Shinran is the founder of our school, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. Actually, this is a quote from a Buddhist sutra. The Buddha's regard for each sentient being with eyes of compassion is equal, as though each one were Buddha's only child. Hence I take refuge in and worship the unsurpassed mother of great compassion. I can switch it to father, because I'm a father. Well, whichever, it doesn't matter. So in Buddhism, we listen to Buddha's guidance, Buddha's teaching. Then, who is Buddha? What is the relationship between Buddha and myself, between Buddha and us? There are many different answers to these questions. But here, Buddha is compared to a parent. We are Buddha's only child. In our everyday life, we encounter many difficulties, challenges, hardships, and then we need to deal with them, and we need to overcome them. Right? And then because of those difficulties, challenges, sufferings, we sometimes get totally devastated, we despair, we get lost, or shed tears. And the Buddha deeply feels sorry for all those difficulties, suffering, challenges that we have to deal with, that we have. As a parent wishes for his or her child's better life or happiness, Buddha seriously wishes to liberate each of us from the life of suffering. And this is compassion in Buddhism. So in one sense, Buddha can be defined or described as a compassion or compassionate aspiration itself to liberate us from the life of suffering. So it is stated in some Buddhist sutras, we are inseparable from Buddha's compassion, as we are always followed by our own shadows. Like a shadows, Buddha always with us. So wherever we are, whatever we do, whenever we are, wherever we go, we are always in Buddha's heart. We are in Buddha's compassionate embrace all the time. This is Buddha's compassion, or this Buddha's compassion or compassionate aspiration took a form into Namo Amida Butsu. So today, in the Jodo Shinshu service, we recite Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. We recite this short phrase many times. So this Namo Amida Butsu is Buddha's calling. Buddha's calling directed to us. So Amida, we enshrine Amida Buddha at the temple. And Amida is talking to us. I will never leave you alone. I'm always with you until you are liberated from this life of suffering. As we recite the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, we are one with Amida Buddha's compassion. We are in Amida Buddha's embrace. So speaking of Buddha, we usually think of or imagine, Buddha's statue, or maybe personified shape Buddha, right? That is Buddha we usually imagine. And then at the BBT, our temple, we enshrine statue of Amida here. But Amida Buddha is also a Buddha of voice, a Buddha of sound. So Namo Amida Butsu, this phrase or this sound itself is Amida Buddha. I know this is very unique. Maybe for some people sounds strange. Sound is Buddha. And this is very different from other Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. But because of this uniqueness, or since Amida is a Buddha of voice or sound, as we recited Namo Amida Butsu, we are reminded of being embraced in Buddha's compassion anytime and anywhere. So love or thoughts directed from parent or directed from someone special sometimes makes us strong. In the same way, this is how we receive from Amida Buddha the strength to deal with all difficulties, challenges, hardships in our everyday life. And that's how, with this strength, we move forward. And then eventually, when we complete this life with Amida Buddha or Nembutsu recitation, we will be liberated from this life of suffering in samsara, and then start a new chapter of life as a Buddha in order to guide those suffering with compassionate embrace. So this is my Dharma message today. But the last thing is, do you know what this is? Yeah, soft serve. Yeah. So as a parent, Friday night, I sent a text, what did you have for dinner tonight? And then he sent me a picture of 2 dishes of potato, French fries, and then baked potato. So he said potato and the potato was his dinner. And then he also sent this picture. This is and he said, this is all they can eat. So it's, they can eat as much as they want. Anyway, so, okay, hi. And then, now I got the text. He's, watching this service. Yep. Anyway, I'm thinking of him as Buddha is thinking of us. So I'd like to conclude my Dharma message reading this passage one more time. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. The Buddha's regard for each sentient being with eyes of compassion is equal, as though each one were Buddha's only child. Hence I take refuge in and worship the unsurpassed mother of great compassion. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Okay, so now I'd like to say thank you to all those who have made today's service possible. でいいです。はい。ですね。そうしようか、先にそうしましょうか。ごめんなさい。Before I say thank you to the people, I would like to have a presentation to new members of the temple. ね。So Juliet, can you? So you became the member of the BBT, right? はい。Yeah. So kind of sort of benefit to be a BBT, our temple member. We give a gift to new members. ね。So if you can. はい、ありがとうございます。
Take the mask.
Ready? はい。
Two, three. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so if you want to become a BBT member, feel free to talk to me or other Rumiko-san, other staff members. Yeah. So this is such a wonderful temple. So I'd like to say thank you for まずはTigran. Although she is not here, thank you Tigran for being a wonderful chairperson today. ありがとうございました。And then thank you, the live streaming team, for your help during today's live streaming service. Because of you, Takato can join, virtually join today's service. ありがとうございました。And then thank you, DI, for playing the music, Gasa, today so beautifully. ありがとうございました。Thank you. And then thank you, September Toban monthly group, for helping today's refreshment at the social hall after the service. ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. And then Dharma School students and the teachers, today's bake sale for Maui help. So please be generous and then spend the money and then for bake sale to support the Maui. ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. And this concludes today's service. Thank you everyone who joined this service today in person and then virtually. ありがとうございました。So see you next week.